Hello guys, so today we gonna learn what are identifiers and the loopholes in identifier, because I feel that if you know the advantages of a particular things, then that is still okay, but if you know the disadvantage of a particular thing, then it would be great and you will never forget the advantages of that things. So in a similar way, I will talk about what are the invalid Java identifiers, so that you will get clarity on what are the valid Java identifiers and what are the reasons. And I will give you 100% guarantee after you watch this video, you will feel like this. Yes. So, hello everyone, Namaste, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. I am Vaibhav Said. Welcome you all in Electronics Technocat family. So, without wasting much of your time, let's get started. So before starting, I just wanted to remind you that I already made a video on how to write Java program. So if you want, then do check out. Okay, so identifier. Guys, identifier name only indicate that it is used for some identification purpose, right? So again, first we'll try to relate with real life examples, because if you see deeply, then you will conclude that all and each and every topic we can very well connect with real life example, because they also derived from real life examples. So first, when we present in the class, I am sure आपने भी कभी ना कभी तो lecture attend किया होगा. Yes, I am talking about that boring lecture. Yes, जिसमें कुछ नहीं समझता है. I am also one of you. Okay, jokes apart. So in that whole class, how sir or teacher identify each and every students? By their names? Correct. So in real life we call as that person identity, right? Your name is your identity. Like this is the shoes, these are the books, car, credit card, newspaper, buildings. What are these? These are the identity of a particular thing. In a similar way, in programming language, we call it is an identifier, as simple as that. So let's take this example. So in this examples, there are total 5 identifiers. Can you guess? Yes. So first is this test. This test is a class name, which is an identifier to identify a particular class. The next identifier is the main. Now what is main? Main is the method name, which is again an identifier. Then this args is again a variable name, which is identifier. Then this x, this x variable, which is again a identifier. So till now we find 4 types of identifier in this program. Is there are only 4 or 5? Just check one. There are 4 identifier or 5? There are 5 identifiers. This string is also identifier, which is called as predefined class name. Here string is also a one identifier. Confused? For you, I search on Google as well, and here is the proof. Check out. But there are some rules to declare identifiers. In a similar way, when we call our friends name, for example, Saurabh or Amug or Akash, actually these are my friends only. I am having very few friends, but then they are gems of person. Okay. Have you ever find your friend name like kitchen or bathroom or shoes? No, never. Because when we define names, some rules we kept in mind, right? So the rules to declare identifier in Java are these. First, we can declare using small a to z. That is, we can use small a to z to define identifier. Then we can use capital A to Z, and also special character like underscore and dollar. So these are only allowed character and special symbols can be used while defining identifier. So keep this in mind. Let's take one example. So this demo underscore. Yes, this is the valid Java identifier. Then the next one is hash total. This is again a valid identifier. The next one is balance dollar. This is again valid. Total underscore balance. This is also valid. But if you use any other symbol or character like @ or exclamatory symbol character, then compiler will throw an error. For example, @set underscore balance. This is invalid because I already told you that the allowed character are small a to z, capital A to z, and underscore and dollar. So this @ we cannot use. The next invalid identifier is total hash. Again compiler will throw an error because we cannot use hash while defining identifiers. Also we'll see practically as well, so don't worry about this. Now next point is identifier should not start with digit. Yes, this is a rule in Java. While we define identifier should not start with digit. For example, 1 2 3 balance. This is the invalid Java identifier. We cannot write this, but we can write this balance 1 2 3. Yes, this is valid. Balance then 1 2 3. That is, identifier should not start with digit. So first we have to start with either small character or capital character or underscore or dollar. These are allowed. Now next point is Java identifier are case sensitive. Yes, that is lowercase and uppercase. For example, if you define a variable like this int I, and then you define another variable like int capital I, so this is perfectly valid because this small I is one memory location and capital I is a different memory location, where we are starting this value, storing this value as 10. Int set balance. Now this second is int set balance and third one is set balance. So now these three all are different identifier. If you can see, the pronunciation is same, but in the first set balance S is small and B is capital, where in second S is capital and B is small, where in third case S is capital and as well as B is capital. So these all three are different identifier and it is valid. Now let us take another example like int I small I and byte small I. So these are invalid. What is this? A small I. It is identifier, correct? Which means it is address for memory location where we are storing this value. So how can same memory can have two address? It is illogical. Take a simple example for your house. So our house having only single address like Cigna Ocean, B Wing, room number 801. It is a unique address. It is your address, which is have already taken. Similar way, when we define identifier in Java, it take a memory, so that memory having unique address, we cannot change it. Okay, next point is, have you ever tried what is the longest identifier name allowed in Java? No, na? Yes. So let me tell you, there is no restriction at all for the length of identifier. That is, you can write 1 lakh or 10 lakh or even 1 crore character in a single identifier. So there is no restriction, but it is not a good programming practice. And do you know who holding the record of longest name? I did Google for you. So see here. He is the guy. Okay. No need to keep much explanation. Now let me talk about what is the difference between compile time error and runtime error. So when we write some code and give it to compiler to compile this code, So it checks, is there any error? If there is no error, then it generates .class file. And if compiler got some error in code, then it throws compile time error. Yes, that error is known as compile time error. Now it is clear. Are you understanding, guys? Yo, it is too easy, no? Yes. So I'm pretending that you got some clarity on compile time error. Now let me talk about runtime error. So when we provide this .class file to the JVM, so JVM run this file, and if at runtime, if he got some error, then that error we called as runtime error. Yes. So if we get some error at early stage, that is in this stage, then we call as compile time error. And if we got some error at this stage, then we called as runtime error. It is very similar, guys. When we submit our assignment to the professor, right? So if he or she finds some error, then that error is the earlier stage error, and we called as compile time error. And when we appear for an exam, so while writing paper, we forgot some answers, right? So that error is runtime error. At runtime, we forgot something, we missed something. So that is a simple difference between compile time and at runtime. Now let me show practically what are invalid and what are valid Java identifier. So let's see. So the first one is int balance, LANC balance, let's say equal to 10. Okay. So is it valid identifier? Yes, it is valid because we are using simple lower class character. So it is 100% valid. So check also. Yes, it is valid. Compiler not throwing any error. That means this balance is valid Java identifier. Now let me show about second one. So 1, 2, 3 balance. Is it valid? No, it is invalid. So yes, it is invalid. Compiler is throwing an compile time error stating that it is not a statement, because we cannot start identifier with the digit, with the numerical value. So it is important. So please keep a note of this. Now the next one is it valid or not? Yes, is it valid? Because this is not a 0, this is O. So is it is valid. Let's compile. Yes, it is valid. Okay, so this is, if we write here 0, then it is invalid, because we cannot start a identifier with a number. Now next one is, if we write like this, balance BALANCE, like this, space, is it valid? No, it is not valid. So let me show you the error. Yes, it is throwing an error, compile time error, stating that semicolon expected, because this space is not allowed in Java for identifier, because what I already told you, small a to z, capital A to z, underscore and dollar. So this space is a symbol, it is a special character which is not allowed for identifier. That's why it is throwing an error. Now next one is underscore balance. So can I write underscore first and then balance? Yes, it is valid. So compiler will compile this program. No error. Yes. So it is valid. Also we can write dollar symbol and then balance. So this is again a one valid identifier. Yes, it is valid. Now can I write like this, set balance I'm so sorry, can I write like this? No. See here, compiler again throwing error. See here, compiler marking also where is the error, this star. this star is error because I already told there are only two special character, underscore and dollar is allowed. This into is not allowed while we define identifier. So again this is the invalid. So please keep a note of this. Now the next one is the pretty easy. Can I write like this? Dollar underscore dollar underscore. Can I write like this? Can I define identifier like this? Identifier name? Yes, it is valid. Yes, it is valid. So these are some valid and invalid identifiers in Java. So now I think you got some clarity that how to declare identifier. Yes. Now, but what is the definition of identifier? So identifier is a name given to block of memory for class or method or a variable. Simple example of this. So this demo is a class name. So this demo is the block of memory for identification purpose, as simple as that. And within this class we are again providing some memory for main, and again in that we are providing some memory for this variable. So you can see here. So this is a simple definition if anyone asks you. Now let me summarize. So just keep in mind all the identifiers should start from either small a to z or capital A to Z or dollar or underscore followed by numerical value. Yes. Then the second point is, as per industry standard, identifier should be start with lowercase followed by camel case. For example, like this. First M is a smaller, then F is the capital, and then method ka M is a capital. So this is like camel. Lower character, then upper, then again lower, then again upper. Yes. So this was all about the identifier. Hope you like this video. If you have any doubt, then comment me in the comment box. I will definitely reply for your query. Thank you so much.
Hey you! Yes you! If you like our video, just hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to stay notified for the future updates.